Okay, y'all, you have almost made it. We are at step 7, which is basically where we go back through and make sure everything is correct. I'm to go back to my master data tab, and basically all we're doing here is we're just going back through and making sure everything is right. One thing I didn't mention in the step 1 video, and I should have, is when you're putting in, a lot of this stuff is formula driven. When you're putting in this payment frequency, it has to be in a specific format. So you need to go look at the reference tab and pick whether or not it's monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual, and just copy and paste it and put it into here. So because this is feeding, it's looking this up, so it has to be in this format. So you're going to just make sure you've got your rate, start, end, all your questions have been answered, your payment amounts have been properly put in, your cost centers have been determined. Again, your numbers right here are going to be determined once we've got everything uploaded into Skis, and that information will come back in and you will enter it once it's been provided. So that will be to be determined. Your payment value, your remaining payments we've already done. You're just checking, making sure everything's done. And you're going to go here. You've got your estimated annual cost. Make sure that looks about right. So that's your estimated annual cost. It's $1,056. You'll go to your payment schedules right here and just make sure that looks right for that asset, which is right here. Go back to the master data tab. So you're going to mark, yes, my lease calculator is complete. And the lease calculator, again, is that separate file that you're going to complete that is on our website, and you're going to complete one for every single lease you have, and it'll calculate the amortization schedule. And then you're going to add from that lease calculator to the payment schedules tab. So then you mark yes, and then this is where you are taking responsibility that you have added everything, that you verified all the information that you have either put in or that we have supplied to you. This principal GL account, interest GL account, and executory GL account are all formula driven. So if you're adding lines, just make sure anything that's a formula you pull down. And that is true for anything in this spreadsheet that's formula driven. If you add another lease, make sure you pull the line down. And we have tried to note items in blue as formulas, so that you are aware that they're formulas and pull them down. If we missed one, let us know so we can update it and fix it. And then the only other thing that you're going to need to know in step 7, of course, sorry, you need to put any notes in here that are unusual to the lease, but the primary agency contact here, we only want one name. So your agency, there's going to be one person that is responsible for GASB 87 for your agency. It doesn't necessarily mean that that one person is responsible for completing all the legwork surrounding GASB 87, but what it does mean is that person is responsible for making sure that it is done, it is turned in, it is correct, and they will be the liaison between your agency and the Comptroller General CAFR team concerning any communications around GASB 87. So make sure you have a primary agency contact and that it is only one person for all leases. So you can't assign one person per lease. It needs to be one person for the entire agency. So I'm also going to cover step 8, step 9, and step 10 in here because they're just pretty quick. Step 8 is you are going to send the implementation files, not the lease calculator files, just the implementation files, back to the CAFR team by Wednesday, March 31st, and we need it back by that point in time so that we have enough time to upload it into Skis and so that it's ready for year end. You must verify all columns and schedules for accuracy and completeness, including the ones that we have already pre-populated for you. That was a courtesy that we've done for you to give you guys kind of a foot in the door. This is how you do it. You can compare, see if you get the same results, but by no means does that mean it is correct just because we've done it. You need to make sure that the information that we have on file is correct. So once we get this information by March 31st, then the Skis team and working with the CAFR team will upload a asset interface file to Skis, which will load all your assets into Skis, and it will create asset numbers, and these asset numbers will auto-populate on the Abzon tab, and then sub-assets will also can be created manually then as well. And so then step 10 would be to confirm data is correct in Skis. So in closing, we know this is a very complicated process and that it will take some time to master. Please, please, we beg you, do not wait until the last minute so that the CAFR team can properly assist you. There are so many agencies out there, and if every agency waits until the last minute, I can guarantee you will not get your question answered because our phone lines will be jam-packed. So take the time to do it now so that we can have bandwidth to answer your questions. Kelly Gent is the primary contact on GASB 87, but my name is Catherine Kipp. I prepare these videos, and I have also been preparing the lease calculators for your agencies, and I would be absolutely willing to help you as well, answer any questions you have. And again, these instructions are what we've worked through together. If you come across an error or anything like that, please let us know so that we can update them to make the process smoother, and we appreciate your patience very much and hope you have a lovely day.